Hey, Lee Wolf here, and we are live with Tech Face On. I'm sitting as always with Richie Bello, and today we have a special guest with us, Seema Tyagi of InfoWeb Hut Solutions. How's everyone doing?
Good, Reed. Very good. Thank you for having us on here.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So just before we get rolling on the show, we're just going to play a quick sponsor video from Shop Smart Auto.
So we all know it's commonplace in the auto industry that customers will come and then they go. But why? Was it a better price? Did they go with a different make? Is it a sales training issue? Maybe it's a marketing problem. And if you knew why, could you take back a portion of that business? First things first, you need data. And Shop Smart Autos for dealers has your solution, the VIN Retention Report. Our VIN Retention Report can give you the inside scoop on VINs you held onto and the VINs you lost. But that's not all. What if you could know where the customers and your VINs ended up? For example, if Mrs. Smith purchased a vehicle from you 2 years ago and traded that vehicle in a mile away for the same make but a newer model, why didn't she come back to you? Now with that data, you can reach out. You can target her with a service deal that brings her back into your dealership and gives her the stellar experience she's looking for, while potentially flipping her back to your sales floor for a deal she never knew she could get. That's just one way our VIN Retention Report can help. So take 15 minutes with us today, and we'll show you how the power of data can increase your ROI with the Shop Smart Autos for Dealers VIN Retention Report. Set up your appointment today.
All right, so that was our VIN retention report from Shop Smart Autos, and like I say, every time we play that video, definitely the strongest tool that you could ever have in your dealership, or if you're a marketing agency dealing with car dealerships, automotive world. Knowing every week how many cars you sold is one thing, but knowing the VINs that you retained, the VINs that you lost, and where those VINs ended up and how you can target them and market them to come back to your dealership is an unbelievable, powerful tool. And we play that on this show because this is Tech Face On, and that is some serious technology. So we have Seema with us today, and the show today is mostly about, we're going to be talking about SEO and cybersecurity. And with the marketplace and the web just being flooded by thousands and millions of websites and the onset of AI, and dealing with hackers and dealing with all kinds of stuff out there in the world, we wanted to bring an expert in to talk about SEO. So Seema, thanks again for being on the show today. Could you tell us a little bit about you?
Thank you, Lee, for having me over there. Yes, as I am running a company which is InfoPavat Solutions Private Limited. We deals in SEO, like promoting our customers' website on Google search engines. We have clients from all over the world, like from USA, UK, Canada, and some of our local clients as well from India. So yeah, we help people in promoting their business on Google search engines so that they can get more leads, or we can drive more traffic to their website so that their business can grow.
Awesome. And yeah, I know you have a long-standing relationship working with Richie. Richie, what are you, like in Hawaii or something? Rich?
Go ahead, Lee.
It looks like you're in Hawaii or something. It's absolutely
Well, I
gorgeous.
came here to the beach club, but I didn't realize that they had like some sort of wedding or something. So
Are you
I
getting
wanted
married?
to talk about how mindset is so important with the water and all that. And unfortunately, I went to a group of LinkedIn and I got approved that they're going to put this on there, but I'm going to try to, because it's a lot of noise here going on. So
We hear you.
I want to talk about real quick about SEO, how important SEO is with Seema's product. So Seema's product is indexing platform through Google search. If you don't index your content, you're never going to get seen, right? So a lot of people with the blogging, with the chat GPT and all this, that's great. but do you have software and a tool that indexes, right? So if you don't, that's a waste of time. The other thing is, why is it important having an SEO company that also has a very strong team with cybersecurity, right? Now, backlinking is okay because that's why you make your domain stronger, DA, right? Domain authority. But the hacking and all that stuff and viruses and all that come in through those backlinks because they're out there. You're not the only one that has that backlink. Everybody has them, right?
Right.
So with having a company that you hire for SEO in combination with cybersecurity, the combination of watching your stuff. So as it's coming in, the virus or whatever, no problem. We have that figured out. And
Right.
if it's like a virus that we got to fix, that's easy, you know. It's just very feasible to do that. Protect your domain, but more important, protect your domain authority. And the second thing is that's really important is your Google Maps, right? That is very easy to get all messed up. We have the system and the automated system to do keywords there and protecting it, you know?
Right.
So
Seema, Richie was talking to me actually just last night about how you can have a secure website. And obviously, with SEO, one of the most important things are solid, strong backlinks. But he was telling me that when you add those backlinks to your website, they're almost like portals for hackers or people to be able to get in. Could you just talk a little bit more about that and what you do to combat that?
Yeah, as Richie told us about the cyber security, so a secure website of great importance for SEO. A secure website increases the trust of visitors and search engines, which ultimately leads to more activity on the website or page. A secure website will rank a lot better in Google search results, thus attracting even more visitors. So, if you are having a secure website, it is very good to rank it over the search engine. We can improve its domain authority, and the website can rank even more better on Google search engine. So yes, cybersecurity helps us a lot in
Okay, and
that all
I'm I'm sorry. Thank you, and just again for our audience, because it's one thing when you're a master in your own business, but a lot of times all these people, they build websites, they make them look really pretty, but they don't understand this is all a different language to them. So domain authority, what is the for our audience? What is the importance in of domain authority?
Okay, so domain authority is it is important to note that there is a big difference between domain authority and page authority. Domain authority takes into account the authority of the entire website, whereas page authority just scores the single page itself.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay, so and what are the positives? If I said if I have a website and for my business and my friend down the block has a website and my domain authority is so much higher,
Hmm.
where am
can I
I?
answer that?
Yeah, what is the positive for my business?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
Google's domain authority. Everybody goes to Google. 98%. Amazon, 95%. Why do they have that kind of domain authority? It's authority. It gives you the power of digital presence. That's what it does. How do you get that authority up? If you have EDUs links, if you were in a college area, if you start blogging on their platforms, you're going to get that domain authority. Just let everybody know that Google's in every college there is because they're scouters.
Right.
So they blog for them saying Google's going to be here. Okay. So that's what it is. Citation authority has to do with directories and all that. If the both combination are when you put in the keyword, you come up. If you buy a URL in GoDaddy, it has no authority. Maybe you're lucky, it has 8, right? When you put in that keyword, your competitor that has a higher authority, he's going to come up. It has to do with the keyword, has to do with the presence, and it has to do with anything you search will come up. You dominate Google.
Mm, mm.
And when Google sees that you have a domain authority of 40, guess what? When you index, there's no bouncing back, because that means your links are clean, and Google's a search engine, and that's their food, links. When your links are not like that, they don't care.
And what about being in the cloud? You mentioned to me that that can uh, up the speed of the website, which can help.
What it's called CDN, right? CDN, it works like this. It pulls your images on one server and your content on another one. So now you're going up much faster, like ShopSmart, right? ShopSmart's got 3 CDNs, right? It goes up. If you have videos, it also does that. It pulls, it's pulling, right? What is the best CDN for everybody? Cloudflare. Why? It's cheap enough. There's some CDNs that cost you thousands of dollars. That has great security. It's a combination of both. It hides your IP address, so it protects your intellectual property better, right? So what happens with that is it pulls up the images and the content, 2 different servers, but it has millions and millions of servers around the world. So wherever you are, it's pulling you up based on your IP address. It ain't like a Rackspace server that's only in one location.
Right.
This is CDN. The thing with CDN is billion of servers worldwide, right? Because they rent these servers to use them for CDN, and then it goes up, right?
Yeah.
So that's what the process is, wherever you are in the world. Because the CDN process, if it would only be like a rack space, it wouldn't work.
Right.
You need a gazillion of servers all over the world that when somebody's running, boom. And then the charges for that is they charge that company that has a CDN per click. That's
Right.
what it is, as you go up.
Right.
So that's one end. Talking about cloud servers. Cloud servers are really good. Like one of the best platforms is Google Cloud. Why is it good? Because you can run projects there. You can do stuff. You have inventory like ShopSmart. You gotta have a cloud server, right? You're an e-commerce site. You gotta have a cloud because you get different type of data. Today, I saw something on LinkedIn. The content worked like this. If you have a digital marketing company that's selling you and they don't give you analytics, it's a scam. So I looked at that post, and this is what it is. I'm going to reply to that content. It ain't about the analytics. It's about having a team of data science guy, because he might have analytics and I have analytics. I'll get his customer with one of my data science guy, and they'll discredit what he says.
Right.
It's not about the analytics. Who doesn't know about analytics? Everybody knows about analytics. I mean, today data is a flying tool now. Today is Bitcoin. Everybody's got to know the data. It's not about the data. It's about interpreting that data to what it really means. So let's talk about a Google AdWords. Okay. Let's say I get 10,000 unique visitors at 0.1 second. People stay there. That's not working. Let's say I do a Facebook ad, and that Facebook ad, I get the same thing, but I get 1.5 minutes. Now I look at my conversion, because somebody might be using Google AdWords, but somebody might be buying traffic too at the same time. Right?
Right.
Seema, I've caught people like that, right?
Right.
Right. It's not about the analytics. It's understanding, because the data does talk to you.
Right. Right.
That person just knows digital, limited, or mastered. I don't know. But when you say something like that, I know that there's an opportunity for that company to get together with us. And it's a big company. Why is there an opportunity? Because all I got to put is one data science guy who communicate with me, his customers, and every day I will take a customer from him.
Right.
Every day of the week. Because he doesn't know what that data means. Everybody looks at Google, and people say, "I'm gonna have an analytical mind." Okay, let me send you some reports, and I build a relationship with them for 7 months, and then I realize analytics is one thing, and interpreting what that means to you is a whole different thing.
Right.
It's the interpretation of what that data. Seema sends me a report that I look at, and I right away interpret it where there's an opportunity and where there's not. Am I correct, Seema?
Yes, you're correct, Ruchi.
Right.
Google
Why?
Analytics basically helps you identify content and pages on your website that is ranking well or getting shared a lotly.
Mm.
So this is
Seema and I
basically
have
what.
both have Seema and I have both have companies SEO that tell us you guys got this traffic and that traffic, and before you realize it, I say Seema go back and tell them this, and they agree that they bought traffic. A
Yes,
lot of SEO companies buy traffic
Mm.
to
right.
show you the numbers.
So now
So
that I'm sorry.
that's an important thing for people to understand. Analytics is one thing. Having a data science team on your stuff is a whole different thing.
Right.
It's like the difference between a bicycle and a car.
Right.
Exactly.
It's a whole different thing.
Right. So Seema, and actually, just for a moment, because that brought up a question. When it comes to time, I know we deal with all the time. People are impatient, right? So they
Mhm.
think they meet with you, they meet with an SEO company, they say, okay, I'll talk to you in 3 days, and then they're expecting, domain authority to go through the roof, traffic to come pouring in, everyone's hitting their website, but it takes time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, definitely. It takes time. Like initially, when we got any website from client end, first of all, there is a process. We have to analyze the complete website, like how old the domain is, if is SEO has been done before on the website or not. So these are the initial steps for the analysis of website. Then we prepare a complete roadmap, like what best we can do to improve the website. Like within a month, it is not possible to rank a website on top of search engine. It really takes time because according to the roadmap we have to follow all the process, all the rules, and then after performing certain activities, then Google will take times to index those website, those activities that we had performed, which we had mentioned in our roadmap. So once Google index all those content or the activities that we had done on the website, then it helps in improving the ranking of the website, and then traffic start getting on the website. So yeah,
right,
this is the complete process from initial days to having such tasks done on the website. So yeah, it definitely takes like about 60 to 90 days, we can say, initially.
right. Yeah, and Richie was bringing up before the show the roadmap, right, Rich? That if you're
Yeah,
dealing with
she
if
has
you're dealing with people without a roadmap, you're dealing with the wrong people.
right. We have a very aggressive roadmap. More important, Google announced not too long ago, paid traffic does not help your domain authority. Why? Because Google looks at organic traffic versus paid traffic. And if your paid traffic is really high, you don't even count as organic. That's why you got to do SEO to
Right.
get both of them together because they're going to start penalizing your paid traffic. Okay. So what happens when you pull? You're going to get real hurt. You always got hurt, but now you're going to get real hurt. So I want the audience to think about that. What does that mean? That means that organic traffic has a different value than paid traffic because obviously you're paying for the traffic. So then, as far as SMrush and all these platforms, they're telling you right now, Spyful's telling you, all these platforms are telling you, paid traffic and SEO are two different things. What
Right.
does SEO really stands for? search engine optimization. What is search engine optimization? What it does, it gets the audience that's going to your URL and optimizing it, not just getting leads. Optimize it. Yeah, you might get leads because now that audience is a match. It's a marriage, right? That's what it does. Does it generate leads? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you won't get no leads, or maybe you will. What you got to do once that audience is there, then you do ads. Because when you do ads, then your conversion is going to be higher. So when Google says 2% conversion, you'll be at 50 and 60% conversion.
Right.
Think about that and study that. That's what SEO is.
Right.
The problem is the business people say, "Hey, I pay an SEO company $3,000. I'm going to get leads. I get 20 leads. Okay, pay for itself.
Right.
That's great, but that's not the intent."
Right.
The other thing is, don't hire an SEO company that doesn't have a data team, because with that data team, there's something called optimizing your Google Analytics, and you can look up that term. Every day, new audience comes in. You have to optimize it. So the thing with paid search is that's what happens. We are professional at what I do, and Seema is, and you are. I may not know other stuff and everything else, but a couple of things that I do, we very well versed on because we do it every day.
Right.
The other thing I want to say, I'm actually the dumbest guy in my team. The reason that I say that is because I'll try something 1 million times until I find a solution that works. And even if I got to try it 2 million times, I will. And if it costs me a gazillion dollars, I'll go out to somebody and I'll get the money and I'll do whatever. I'm not that smart. I don't study stuff and I don't figure stuff out. I just keep trying until it works. And what happens is, if you take the water, the content of water, and put a drop every day on steel, it'll penetrate it. Okay? That's what happens. And that's what failure is. You could try something, it doesn't work, try it again, try it different ways. I have people in my team that ask me the same question a different way. Well, that's what I do with products. I try that the same way. It drives me crazy because I'm already answering it to you. So then they come back and they spin it and they ask me a different way, right? And I got to keep going on and on and on. Well, the same thing with a product. Sometimes you develop a product and that product might not be what you intended to do. But if you keep trying and keep trying, the evolution's gonna come in. And when that evolution comes in, you're gonna have some growth. And you're gonna keep going on the evolution. Understand, evolution is key because Earth has been around evolution since the thing built Earth. Since something hit Earth and we had Earth, okay? So understand that. And the evolution of the technology aspect, it keeps growing and growing so far that now paid traffic, actually what I would do is I would concentrate more on SEO and put for paid traffic landing pages. Because all paid traffic is, if you don't convert, who needs paid traffic? Focus more on SEO on your site, and then that URL with a landing page, use it for paid traffic. Now you never get hurt. You're protecting your intellectual property.
Right. Right.
And it doesn't matter if that landing page gets no SEO. Actually, you should block Google from indexing your paid traffic site.
Right. Right. Yeah, I think people have a hard time.
Because if not, you're getting penalized. So that's right there a solution.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people need to start looking at websites as physical, actual spaces. And then they could start, like, if I opened up a pizzeria next week, I wouldn't do $10,000 in print ads and digital ads and tell everyone to come. And then when they get there, my bathroom's dirty and I don't have tables and chairs. And it kind of seems like what you're saying is the same thing. You wouldn't run a bunch of digital ads and bring them to a website that's not search engine, up to par. That
Well,
doesn't
now with Google announced, definitely, because now
Yeah.
it's divided, your pay search and your organic search.
Right.
And they're gonna come up soon with your pay search, organic search, and social media search. So, they're gonna come up with that. So that being said, pay search, do a landing page and drive traffic there. And that way you monitor that digital marketing company and make sure that they're doing the right thing by you, because the mixture, you don't know what's converting.
Right.
You just don't know.
Right.
So that's an important process for the business owner to do, because now you can inspect that person that says without analytics is fraud. Well, do a landing page and let's see what your conversion is. Do that.
Right.
Start with that. I know when you do a landing page with me, you'll be surprised what your conversion is.
Yeah.
So do that. That's really what, as a business owner, that's what I would do. I'm hiring this guy here for $20,000 a month. Paid search, good. I want to put a landing page up, and I want to drive the traffic there. So it's just a landing page, and they don't go all over your URL, and you lose them in the click-throughs.
Right.
Your conversion is going to get better. You're really checking that digital marketing company that says they know that they're good. Are they really? Who knows? Everybody that talks about themselves is going to say they're good.
Right.
Bottom line. So that's my whole thing on here.
So, Richie, before we wrap up the show today, was there a little something you wanted to mention about the Richie Bello Institute?
Yeah, the book that I have, that book that's a data book. The wheel, what was it called again? The deal of the wheel.
Let data take the wheel.
Data takes the wheel, right. That book is amazing, and that book's going to get donated, all the profits, to the veterans, suicide veterans. That it's their own nonprofit, and it's a registered nonprofit by the VA and granted by the VA of Washington. And we're going to make the press release, and we're going to make that announcement. The book's supposed to be hitting next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Awesome. All right. Well, Seema Tyagi, co-founder of InfoWeb Hut Solutions. Thank you so much for being here today. That was a lot of good information for us. And Richie, as always, thanks for having me.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks a lot for having us.
Thank you for having me as well. Thank you, Riche.
Thank you. God bless everyone.
It was a pleasure. Have a good one.
Okay.